hello to everyone watching here at D&D Celebration 2021. My name is Johnny Chiodini. I am excited and terrified to be DMing for a crossover that's been a long time coming, I'd like to say, but we finally made it happen. It's Oxventures meets High Rollers. I've got some lovely guests with me. I mean, we're all guests here, really, but
we're all guests.
Hi,
we're all guests now.
Hello.
Hi.
Why don't we go sort of clockwise around well, it's not a table, it's sort of a stack of people like University Challenge, but you know what I mean, they're around the screen.
Hey.
Yeah. How about we go around and just introduce ourselves, and then I'll get myself together and start running Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey. Hello, everyone. My name's Luke. I play a half-orc bard called Dob, and I'm from the Oxventure. That's where I normally live.
I am Andy. I play Corazon de Baena, who is a human pirate rogue, and I am also in the Oxventure with Dob, together with the Oxventurers.
We're the two main ones.
The two main best ones. The best ones.
Main characters, nice.
The leading characters, right? The most important. Got it. Okay.
Hello, my name is Rhiannon. I play Sentry, who is a homebrew race. She is a guardian Oath of the Ancients paladin, so she's almost like a construct, basically. She's very cool. And I play with the High Rollers crew. I think she's cool.
She is cool. My name is Kim, and I play Novavija, who is an Aragonesi, and she is a Hexblade Warlock, the nerdiest Hexblade Warlock you'll ever meet. She has a sword, which is an Ascension sword. It's an ancient being that's been fractured into thousands of pieces. Well, maybe not thousands, lots of pieces. And even though she's super smart, she's kind of really dumb as well. Not very world-wise, bit too trusting. She's a hot mess. That's right, Mark.
That's it. And I'm Mark Hulmes. I am normally the dungeon master for High Rollers D&D, but today Johnny is very kindly taking on that sort of responsibility, which means I get to be a little agent of chaos and be a player, and I'm going to be playing one of the NPCs from our main campaign, Erois, and I am playing Rosemeadow, who is a centaur druid for this and you'll get to meet Rosemeadow a little bit later on. And yeah, very excited to be playing with the Oxventure crew. Like Johnny said, this is something we've been, it's we're both in the UK and we've both passed like ship sailing in the night, but now we're here and we can make it happen. So very excited.
Cheers.
Here comes the
A
broadside.
big cheers with my gross juice.
With my Ribena.
Coffee in a Christmas mug. Cheers.
Cheers. Commemorative Pirates of the Caribbean mug. That's me.
This is the
But
most
with the
British
power of imagination,
stream.
tis transformed.
Yeah.
Tis.
All right. Well, I tell you what, Sentry can start with inspiration for the best drinking vessel, and let's get it.
Nice.
Sorry. Commemorative Pirates of the Caribbean. No.
I said what I said, Corazon de Baena. So the good news is,
Rigged, outrageous.
at the start of this delicious crossover adventure, you are all very well rested.
Yes.
Okay.
The bad news is that this adventure starts after you were all plucked corporeally and spiritually from your beds or wherever it is you sleep. I wouldn't like to presume the gutter. Yes, you were all plucked from your bed and or gutter into some sort of, you suspect, pocket dimension. A pocket dimension
isn't it?
A pocket dimension that you suspect, on waking, it looks awfully like a waiting room. You all kind of come to, and you see one another in the room, and suffice to say, you're all quite confused.
Okay. Nice. Should we do like descriptions of like what characters look like and things like that?
I think that would be lovely, yeah.
Cool. Well, I am happy to go first. So kind of stretching, you see her kind of doing like a big sort of morning stretch as if waking from a dream, is a kind of white horsed-bodied, blonde-haired, very Californian valley girl looking centaur, sort of beads and flowers all up in the hair, flower crown, kind of paisley dress top thing kind of going on, a little satchel bag full of all sorts of very oddly aromatic smelling flowers and chemicals and things like that. And there is a sort of proper like, good morning, everybody, and like looking around, very happy and smiling, and things like that. And when she sees her friends, Sentry and Nova, will be just like, oh, yay! And just clapping happily when she sees them.
Okay, I can go next. So Dob is a sort of tallish half-orc wearing leather armor that is mostly kind of dilapidated and fallen apart. You probably notice the smell first, because he's not like super hot on bathing, and was sleeping outdoors just before this happened. And when Dob finds himself in this waiting room, I look around and go, Corazon, my God, Prudence, Merowyn, Egbert, they've been turned into horse people or some such.
Corazon is a human. He's sort of average height, dressed like a pirate, dressed like what someone's idea of a pirate would be. So kind of massive hat, lots of rings, lots of jewelry. He's sort of artfully disheveled in a way that you can't tell if it's something that he's done on purpose or if it is because he slept in a gutter. And I turn towards Dob and I say, Dob, this is the one thing we didn't want to happen. One of them has become a horse. What are we to do?
I wanted this to happen.
Well, okay. This is the one thing I didn't want to happen.
I've been wanting a mount for a long time. And
Rose Meadow will look to her two friends and just be like, oh my goodness, who are these? Are these some more of your wonderful friends? Where's my precious little bird? Where is he? Where's my little bird friend?
I'm just gonna say that Nova is, so you see this blue-skinned Aragonasi with kind of, I guess, cloud-like hair, like a mess of ever-drifting cloud-like hair, face down on the floor, probably cuddling a book. Big nerd. And she's dressed in kind of a dark blue and gold, almost like a uniform. It's maybe based off of Star Trek Discovery, but never mind. And she's just clutching this book, and she's not a morning person. She's like, oh, Ayla, shut them up. I need 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Shh. No, sleep. No, I'm starving. No.
Amazing.
And that's just Nova. She's just rolling around on the floor. Just, yeah, inconsolable.
Sentry doesn't lay down. She doesn't really sleep. So she's stood bolt upright. She's like this 7-8 foot tall construct woman. She has a stone and metal full plate on with like vines instead of hair, a very stoic faceplate with purple glowing eyes that just slowly blink into life. And this purple light just comes out of her eyes. And she looks around and she's like, she brings out her sword and her shield, goes full defensive mum mode. What's happened? Where is everybody? Nova, Rosemeadow? Who are these two? What's happening?
I don't know, but this one, and she's going to go, Rosemeadow goes immediately to Dob, and it's just like, that natural musk of yours, what do you use? What kind of products in your hair, or is this a moisturizer? What kind of things are you using?
Well, the pond water, let me tell you this, Rosemeadow, was it? It has to be brackish. If it's not brackish, you're not going to get this. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get this volume, and you're not going to get the base layer of the scent.
Yes,
and I hoist an armpit for a... Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm getting very strong sort of, mildew, moldy kind of senses. That must be very cleansing for the skin, I imagine. Excellent. Yeah. Well, I mean, he can't possibly be bad. Sentry, look, this fine man is taking care of his appearance. This one, she's going to point at Corazon and just be like, oh, he looks a bit dangerous. I'm not sure about him.
At this point, I've assumed I'm dreaming, so I'm going to try and do a backflip and see if I land it.
All right. That's an athletics check, please.
Right.
No,
You didn't have any
acrobatics.
plans for this session, did you?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
This is us for the next 2 hours.
It's a natural 20, Johnny.
Oh, for crying out loud.
This is lose-lose, because now Corazon's going to think he's genuinely in a dream the whole time.
The whole time.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you. That's the most real feeling backflip you've ever done in a dream.
Whoa.
Wow.
I say to
amazing.
Rosemeadow, I've never seen him do that before. I think I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if this is a dream, maybe we're all having some sort of shared experience together.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that could be fun. I introduced myself to everyone. Hello, Dob is my name. It's nice to meet you, Nova and Sentry. I promise I am friendly, like Rose Meadow said. And so is Corazon the pirate.
Yeah, I'm Corazon,
just...
but I assume you knew that because you're all parts of my consciousness, my psyche. The dream's trying to tell me something. I'm just ordering the events of the day, probably. So if you just get to the point, actually, I'm probably getting less good sleep because of how vivid this dream is.
Sleep is very important. You need to make sure you're getting your 8 hours a day. Are you getting your 8 hours?
Yeah.
Trying? Okay,
That's what I'm doing
good,
right now, dream person, I say. Prodding.
Pong, 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 just like hits metal.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. This is cool. I didn't think I was this imaginative.
Oh, thank you. I think this is real. Nova, this is real, right? Are we real?
I think as Dob comes over towards Nova to welcome, Nova's just going to sit bolt upright, kind of, what is that smell?
Oh, you
This
get used to
can't be
it.
a dream. I wouldn't smell this in a dream. My dream smells are far more pleasant than this. Who are
Yeah.
you? Where are we? What? Nova. No, I'm Nova. Rose. Why is Rose Meadow here? Maybe this is a dream. Why is Rose Meadow here? Sentry?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Okay.
Dreams are wonderful. And she'd come over and like hug Nova. It's okay. It's okay.
This is clearly my subconscious is trying to tell me something here in this dream. So what is it? Let me have a look around this room. There must be some lesson for me to learn about how to be like less nice to people or something.
Well, as you look, one of the walls actually lights up with sort of a humanoid figure topped with a hippo's head, which probably doesn't do much to dispel the idea that you are dreaming. But the image is accompanied by a big booming voice that fills the room to the extent the air vibrates a little bit, and it says, "Greetings! I have gathered you here for an important purpose. You are not dreaming."
It's exactly what
That's
a dream
what
would
a
say.
dream would say. Yep.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Thank you, Matt Berry, Hippo Man. I love it.
All right.
Hello, no,
But no cigar. I am Mr. Astro.
Astro.
Mr. Astro.
Mr. Astro.
Oh, wonderful.
Astro, well, if this is a waiting room, and I've been in enough waiting rooms to identify a waiting room, what are we waiting for?
Waiting for exactly.
I'm so glad you asked. I have gathered you here, as I said, for an important purpose. Welcome to Astrobarn. Would you like to buy something?
What do you have for sale, Astro?
We
here
have
in the
cleaning sponges in bulk.
No.
I mean,
That one
my
might
arm is
some.
quite dirty.
barn? I mean,
Yeah.
we could sponge down Dob. Oh no, I don't need to have that
basket.
dream again.
Perhaps you would enjoy
Corazon's having
this
that
large
dream again.
pebble.
Oh, rocks do have natural healing powers. If you put a good rock next to you when you sleep, that can help you with rejuvenative dreams and things like that. Yeah, well, I think I would
immediately
like the
believe
rock.
that and want the rock.
Yeah.
Added to basket. We think you might enjoy this item. An image of a dead skunk appears on the wall.
Oh, yeah, add to basket.
Oh, we don't need more. No, we
No.
don't need more of that. No,
Don't
no,
know, Christ,
no.
what do you
It's
mean
the
more of
opposite
that,
of that.
Nova? Have you got-
Oh
have you
god,
got
Sentry's
something
having a
ready?
From
moment.
basket.
Cancel basket. Remove from basket.
What's a
Removed
basket?
from basket.
Why are baskets involved?
Basket added to basket.
I mean, we will need something to carry all of the rocks and the sponges with. So, I mean, a basket would make sense.
Rose Meadow's right.
Absolutely. If you can think of it, Astrobarn sells it. We used to sell tomes, but then all of the independent tome sellers were run out of business.
I see
and
what's
we
happening.
had to diversify our portfolio. A bit.
What a strange place.
I mean, if you're really talking about what we need, I know what I need, and I need more shards of Tiangong. And I hold up my sword. I'm trying to reforge Tiangong, and there's shards missing. Could you give me a shard of Tiangong? That would make things very easy. It means I don't have to go on an adventure around the world in the universe to get this Tiangong back together.
Scanning.
It's probably going to be
Currently
I'll
like
take some shards.
unavailable.
I'll take some shards of Tiangong if there are any as well.
We don't know if or when this item will be back in stock.
You're telling me it's not even available from a reseller?
I would
always
imagine
one
that they
for
would
a
at least have
reseller.
counterfeit versions of it, especially. There'd be somebody making some counterfeit shards or something like
Astro,
that.
your algorithm should identify that if we can't have the real thing, then we'll take the knockoff shard, please.
Yeah, this is a dream. I've got unlimited money, so I'm not allergic to those reseller prices. Hand them over.
Well, I don't know if this is a dream, because in my dream, Tiangong would be reformed. So if Mr. Astro here has no shards, then it's,
All right,
it's not a dream.
check. Dob,
That's true.
I kicked Dob in
Yes.
the crotch. Did that hurt?
It hurt a lot, yes.
Oh,
This is
are you
my-
all right there, little half-orc man?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is our. Sometimes, you know the ballad of Inception. You know, you need like one technique to tell if something is definitely not a dream. Well, this is ours.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Well, now I don't know what to
The
think, because
crotch kick.
Dob looks to be in a lot of pain.
But
The
you did
Ballad
that,
of Inception added to basket.
you did
Is
that
there-
backflip so spectacularly as well.
Yeah.
I don't
That was very spectacular.
It was.
Is there,
It was
is
the
there-
perfect
is there a-
landing.
Is there an exit from this room, Johnny? Or is
Oh,
it just
no.
like a box, basically?
No, you're just in a box, basically. But Mr. Astro says, if you are finished, you can proceed to check out.
Okay,
Well, do we
that
definitely
sounds-
not want anything else?
that's true.
Well,
Because if we're putting in an order, we should, I don't want to send out
True.
2 vans.
2 wagons. Two
wagons.
wagons dispatched.
Wagons.
Yeah, come on.
dragons.
Come on, Luke. Fancy it up a little. Come on. Don't ruin the illusion that badly. Don't shatter it.
My
In our,
immersion.
in our dimension, we call wagons vans.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
Yes.
Immersion.
So the immersion isn't broken.
Yes, actually,
okay.
everything's fine.
What a strange world you must come from.
Let's just buy this friggin' pebble and see what happens. I
Don't
buy
forget
the
the
pebble.
sponges.
Check out.
Proceed to
I'm
check
pressing. I'm
Welcome
pressing
to
the wall.
check out.
Yes.
Your total is 2 hours.
2
Oh.
hours.
Hours?
2 hours of
Yes. Work at Astro Barn. If you just put in 2 hours with Astro Barn, you may leave with your goods.
Oh,
what?
okay.
2 hours work for
All
a pebble.
sales are final.
I told you we should have added more
Okay.
things to the basket.
I think that was a very smart idea, Dob.
Commencing work, period. The floor bottoms out from under you, and you fall a short distance
Horse legs.
into a strange vat of goo. It's not especially deep. Sort of as you land, you kind of do that thing where you're sort of almost up to your necks in it. And then as you sort of start to come up, you realize it's kind of attaching to your persons and arranging itself into some sort of. It feels like a uniform,
Right.
which.
no.
Of course, now we come to the meat of the session, which is how does a centaur wear trousers?
I was literally, I was just about to make this joke.
If
I
we
was
achieve
literally waiting
nothing
to
else,
say it.
we're going to figure out how this looks.
How does it
Yes.
work? Are the pants like a person's pants? Is it 4 legs like trousers? What is it,
2
Johnny?
at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
Only Rosemeadow can answer this question because I will say that if your characters have a particular preference for sort of like say skirts over trousers or shorts or anything like that, then it is kind of molded to you. So you are effectively wearing an outfit that is authentically yours, but it is also sort of a
Branded.
dull slate grey with on the back the smirking hippo face of Mr. Astro.
Mr. Astro, damn it. Okay.
And yeah, it's on the front. You notice there's a name tag, and they are well, each of you has a variant on employee number 4, 5. So you're 2, 3, 4, 5,
Many
and
numbers.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm going to completely avoid the centaur solution by just saying it's just a dress over the human half, and then the horse legs are all fine. That way, we don't need to get into that conundrum
Clever.
over that. But yeah, I think like I would be Rosemeadow is alarmed, but is kind of examining it and kind of feeling the fabric, kind of like what's it made of? This slime like clothing? Is it like a hempen? What kind of fabric are we talking?
Yeah, it's kind of dried into sort of. It's almost like a cross between sackcloth and the sort of the tarp that you would pull over the arches of a wagon.
Right. Okay. Nice. So like very rough. Feels very cheap and like, oh, this can't possibly be organic. This is manufactured. Oh my goodness, I really shouldn't be wearing this, but I'm gonna try and take it off. Like, I'm gonna try and take the uniform off.
Okay, I would like you to make me a strength athletics check, please.
Strength athletics check. Okay, Rosemeadow being a centaur is quite strong, but we'll see. That is a total of 7, 4 plus 3. So
you sort of. You manage to pull it up sort of to the bottom of one of your 2 rib cages, and then it sort of fights you as you go, and it kind of twang comes back down.
Oh, this can't be good.
I've kind of clocked Rose Meadows sort of bags and accessories that Rose Meadow has with them, and I just want to say, Rose Meadow, would I be right in assuming that you are some kind of merchant yourself? Looks like
yes. Well, normally I sell very natural goods. I make potions and balms and shampoos and things like. Oh, in fact, before we get started on our work, I have something that I should share with some of you. And I'm going to reach into my bag. I took the chef feet, but I want to flavor it as these
chef's
are.
Feet.
It's chef's feet. Yeah, I have chef's feet.
Howard,
I'm going to bring out 3 little vegan little kind of like snacks. And I say, well, I only have 3. I wasn't expecting to be on an adventure with so many. And I do know Sentry and Nova quite well, so perhaps I should give them to our new friends, Dob and Mr. Pirate. And here you go. And I'm going to hand you these little kind of like little vegan snacks, basically. They're little bags of like little treats. There you go. You can have these. Okay, you get 3 temporary hit points from my treat that I made.
Sick.
Just as a sidebar, when Dob said I eat it, he meant the whole
bag.
thing.
Yeah. The magic of D&D, Johnny, it says that he gets 3 temporary hit points. I don't know what to tell you.
3 hit points from the bag getting caught in your intestine.
3 points of choking damage.
Well, that brings me back down to my regular max. But Rose Meadow, if you're don't fight necessarily with the outfit, because this could actually be really good for you. Because if you're a merchant, it looks like whoever this Astro Hippo is also a merchant. Maybe you could help each other out. I mean, maybe this Hippo Astro character is benevolent towards smaller.
That's true. Maybe they could help me sell my goods to other places wherever you're from and other worlds, maybe.
As a small independent trader, this could be the best thing that ever happened to you. So I suggest we go in with an open mind.
I will. Thank you.
I'm trying to go in with an open mind here, but they did mention 2 hours of work, and I would rather die. I don't know about the rest of you. 2 hours of honest work? No, thank you.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm going to scout around for exits.
If you keep yourself busy, it'll fly by. Sentry's very excited about this.
I'd rather spend 4 hours escaping than 2 hours working.
So there is one exit to this little pool room / sort of changing room, I guess. Changing pool. There we go. And it is actually pushed open by an officious-looking human lady with a clipboard in her hand, wearing sort of obviously an Astrobarn uniform, but it's cut into like sort of a very snappy like pantsuit. Okay. And as she walks in, she kind of flips over a piece of paper and goes, "Help! Oh, hello! I see you are our latest employees. Welcome to Astrobarn. We're so glad you've decided to join the family."
Yes, there seems to have been some sort of mistake. I was tricked into buying a pebble I don't want, and now I'd like to leave, please.
Oh, you bought the question pebble, the pebble you can ask questions to.
You can ask questions to any pebble. I don't see how that's different.
Well, it's the one we sell.
Yeah, all right, but the thing is, I don't want it, you see. So there's been some sort of mistake. So I'm sort of just trying to get around.
Do you do refunds?
I'm afraid all sales are final, as Mr. Astro said before you commenced your employ. So if you'll just follow me, I have you down here. It just says 2 hours, so it'll be over.
That doesn't seem so bad.
Before you even know it, you know. I always feel, sometimes I think to myself, 2 hours of work, that feels like a lot, and then, I have to cut the entire last act. But I'm sure you'll do great. So if you just follow me, I'll introduce you to your floor manager.
All right, fine.
Yay!
Yeah, a little hard work never hurt anyone. So yeah,
Exactly.
let's
Yes.
knuckle down.
Oh, before we go, I should let you know, Miss Nova, her arms are a little noodly, so if there's any heavy lifting, we may need to. What?
I can hear that.
Yeah, but you have other skills. I'm just saying. Let me introduce. I'll pick Nova up and put her on my back.
I was gonna say
what?
if this is
Nova gets
2
a
hours.
ride.
If this is 2 hours of physical work, I'm really not up for this. I'm not made for lifting things and shelf stacking and all of that. Maybe if you have some finances or accounting, I can do that. But I'm a writer, not a lifter.
It's fine, we'll escape.
Is there any terms and conditions here? Surely if I'm an employee, I signed a contract. And if I signed a contract, that means that there's a piece of paper somewhere that with some terms and conditions on it. And I want to look over them with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, actually, I didn't want to say anything, but I actually also am like an artist. Is there like a special kind of work that artists can do?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything either, but I'm very lazy.
Says here from your purchase receipt that you didn't actually take advantage of the offer on the fine-tooth comb. So I tell you what, I'll go upstairs and I'll find those documents for you right away.
Good.
Maybe we could speak to Mr. Astro. Nova could speak with Mr. Astro to discuss the terms.
I'll get right on that as well.
Thank you.
She turns and doesn't quite wait until the line of sight is broken to just completely drop the mask, and she clicks her fingers, and a sort of sallow-looking halfling walks up and says, "Hello, I'll be your floor manager today. I'm employee 200.
Hey, 200.
Oh.
Nice to meet you, Dob.
Cool number.
Hello.
Yeah. I was going to say you can call me 2. I like to pal around a bit, but it confuses 2.
Yeah, best not to pal around, I find.
Okay,
Numbers are
great.
hard, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buckle
Work
down
is for
the
work.
which I can't wait to start. Where is the workstation?
You're standing in it.
Cool.
You are standing in an
Cool.
absolutely enormous hall. It is split into 3 parts. There are, on your left, as you look, a series of metal pipes that are sort of quite large, sort of probably about 7.5 foot wide each. So there's like a bunch of them sort of stretching off into the distance. And from those little scrolls, every few seconds, just poof, come out the tube and they land in a basket.
Right.
The middle, there is basically just a constant there is a constantly rising tide of very sort of flimsy boxes of differing sizes, and there are also interspersed between these sort of magic wells, with a sort of basket that you see people lowering things down and then pulling it back up, and it comes up with items which they're just putting into these crates, hammering them shut, and then they carry them over to the far side of the room, which is basically, it is one enormous portal, and they very carefully put the crate down and then just like punt it straight into the portal, and they dust their hands and they go back to the scrolls and they start again. You get all of this from 200. 200's going, it's a very simple job. The scrolls come down the chute and they specify the things you need to put in the crate, and then you put them in the crate, nail that shut, and then you kick it through the portal. You have to kick it, otherwise the portal doesn't work, but it ensures that it lands in the correct realm and continues its onward journey. You keep doing that until you finish work. You can see there's a clock up there.
Cool. Is the clock
Very
moving
efficient.
at a normal rate? Just
And it's
checking.
like the wavelength, yeah.
Do make me a wisdom perception check. Anyone who wants to glance at the clock.
Yeah,
I'll
all right.
look at the clock.
Sentry's too excited.
Oh! That's a big
4.
11.
You're not going to see it on the camera. Go on, Kim.
I rolled a natural 20, but I have a -1 to wisdom, so that's a 19.
I rolled a 13.
I also got a natural 20, but I do have a perception bonus, unfortunately. So I got 24 on mine.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So, Dob and Corazon, you're like, yeah, that's a clock, all right.
Clock.
Clock.
Whoa! Man, I've seen some clocks in my time. That's a good one.
That is one of them.
See those hands?
boy,
You see
that
those
is one of
hands
them.
on it, Dob? See the way they're moving around?
Round and bloody round all day sometimes.
Marking the passage of time, that is.
Yep.
Rosemeadow and Nova, you've obviously, the first thing you noticed was like, these hands they're not moving. But actually on kind of like closer examination, you can see that they are moving infinitesimally slowly.
Right, okay.
Like, we're talking, the second hand is moving like it's going through treacle.
I will get Mr. 200's attention and be like, Mr. 200, is that clock working correctly? It just, oh my goodness, it just seems to be going a little slow.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
But it doesn't feel like that amount of time's passed. Is it just is that clock tracking 1,000 hours maybe or something? Or
Well, how do you think we get so many crates out per day?
I'm gonna turn to the others immediately and just be like, oh my goodness, no, we're trapped in some sort of horrid worker enslavement camp. The clock's not working properly. Nova, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, Nova, what are we going to do? I grab Nova by
For
the
God's
belt.
sake, Nova.
I'm shaking her with dog.
The hands aren't moving.
so
There must be some
smart,
kind of
please.
chrono magic in play here. There's a slowdown because if we're slower in here and then it's faster out here. So, oh no, when we get out of here, the world that we're from, they're going to be years ahead, and it's going to be like we've only passed 2 hours, but all our friends are going to be old or dead. What are we going to do?
God. I can't
suggest
detect
we-
magic. I mean, it's not a spell I have, but it's a dream, so I assume I can do it in.
You gotta love it when the DM laughs like that. That's when you know you've done the right choice. When the DM is just like,
Fool.
Okay, Corazon doesn't have detect magic. So you really concentrate, and yeah, you suspect there is some sort of magic at play here.
I suspect there is some sort of magic at play here.
Can I get a?
you must
Can I
be
get
such
two?
a powerful wizard.
Very powerful, yes.
He's very powerful. Just watch your wallet around him. Could I like to get 200's attention, if that's all right, Miss 200, Miss 200. Hello, Dob. Happy, excited to get to work. Just a few cues, hoping that you can A them. What if we get tired and want a break?
Yeah.
He
Is that
immediately starts looking up at the ceiling and kind of his shoulders hunch a little bit. You see sort of, there are lots of very brightly burning lanterns that have sort of special lenses that cast sort of a reflective back, like a lantern back, but also these reflective lenses that cast a lot of light onto the floor of this installation. So it's very difficult for you to see, but you can see some very tall, sort of like 7 foot tall, very large figures moving around on some sort of gantry / mezzanine level. And you see a pair of hands kind of reach out and grab hold of a railing, and you hear sort of the creak of metal as this shape starts to loom ever so slightly toward the edge of the gantry.
Upper
And
management.
200 says, "Don't say the B word."
Okay, I won't say that word.
I need the toilet, I say loudly.
You'd better address this. He doesn't give much warning.
Yeah, seriously. So,
It's gonna be a
Mr.
photo
He's a do
finish.
things kind of guy, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is it? Where is it, please?
Do we need to dig a hole?
I don't know. I've only been working here 15 minutes.
Wait, and you're a floor manager already? Wait, your number is
Hey.
200, and our
Whoa.
numbers are in the.
Whoa.
Go get it.
For that.
He just
Oh.
gestures at the clock.
Oh.
Better get
Okay.
to it.
Okay. I think
okay.
I think we all figure out what's going on. I turn to the gang and I say, gang, we're in a tight spot here, gang. Here's what I propose. We go to work
Okay.
with the pretense of doing the work as normally and as requested, but
Okay,
then
hate it.
surreptitiously.
Hate the plan.
I hate
Okay,
this,
but then
yeah.
Is
But
there a second
wait,
part to
but-
the plan?
But,
You said there wouldn't be lifting.
There wasn't a part 2 to the plan, but thinking on his feet, Dobbs continues.
Dob, I
But
feel like the plan
then
needs a second part.
we use our cool abilities
Mm-hmm.
and smarts to maybe try and figure out a way out of here, like maybe an exit or talk to some people, see if we can figure out some that like there must be other rooms here. There must be a way out of here.
Maybe,
there's
maybe
obviously-
some of the other employees know about, how things work here. Maybe they know
Yes.
ways, an exit. Maybe they know about it.
There's a
Maybe we-
giant
yeah.
way out of here on the wall. There's that giant portal. Why don't we all
But
just
we
jump
don't know where it
through it?
goes. Can we just
Well, it's
jump
better
through
than
it?
here.
That's
don't know.
true.
Yeah, but
That's true.
we want to
Yes.
get back to our realms.
That's
No,
true.
no.
We want to get to
Nova
that
knows a
owes me
lot
money.
about portals. Nova's very
I-
smart.
I do know a lot about portals. Yeah, I
I
do.
Yeah,
grab
see the
Nova by the
portal like
lapels.
this?
What is it?
For God's sake, Nova. What
That's
do you
a
know about
portal.
this portal?
What's
That's
with the
the
kicking
portal
thing?
over there.
Why does it work?
Please
Why does it
put
only
me
work with
down.
kicking?
Oh yeah,
What was that,
kicking.
Sentry?
Why does it only work with the kicking? Like, surely
Someone
if
kick
we
me
had
through
to
the
go
portal.
through it. What now?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
no wait, tie a rope to me first. Now kick me through the portal.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start looking for rope.
Well, okay, let's kick something that isn't alive through the portal first, maybe.
Oh, we should have
Dog.
got that raccoon.
Remember we've had this conversation?
It was a
About
skunk.
certain death?
Century
I could
skunk.
summon a little an animal, like a fey animal. It's not a real animal, so it won't actually feel
Yes.
any pain. It won't be. It's very cruelty free. I could summon us a little fey creature, and we could try and kick that through the portal, and then we could try and maybe put a rope and pull him back and see where he goes.
Love it.
I love it.
What a great
Summon
plan.
your fey
Good idea.
creature. I'm ready with my rope.
Stand aside, 200. The heroes are about to hero coolly, I say.
Yes, Mr. Pirate Man is
200.
correct. We are going to hero coolly. I'm going to cast Summon Beast and conjure a beast of the land. I'm going to make it like a little. I'm going to make it a monkey. I'm going to make it like a little.
Aw.
Oh, we can't
like
kick a
little
monkey
lemur.
through a
Yeah, no, it's
I
a
can
lemur now,
definitely
Dob.
kick a monkey through
It's
a
a
portal,
little
don't worry.
fey lemur with a big fluffy curly tail.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Mr. Curly. Hello, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzies. We just need a little help from you for this. You're just gonna come along, and then I say like, okay, who has a rope? Don't tie it too tightly around him though.
Tie a rope around Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Let me give it a proper sailor's knot here. We're gonna do this up nice.
If we need somebody who's very strong to do the kicking, Sentry is very, very strong. She's a
I'm
big,
very
strong
good at
warrior.
kicking.
Sentry,
Right,
give this monkey the hoof.
Turn the monkey so the face you're not looking at the face when you kick it.
Yeah,
That's my
Sentry turns
advice.
the monkey around.
No. This lemur like looks. He like turns around like all the time.
Look at me! Don't look at me! Sentry punts the monkey through the portal.
It's a fey animal. It's not a real animal, all right?
No,
It doesn't
you're-
have
you're all good.
feelings.
They don't
It's
have
good. I mean,
feelings.
I'm relieved because until this point, this game kind of felt like when you bring friends of yours to someone else's house party,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh,
just
and they embarrass
squirting
you.
mustard up the walls and like they're writing their name in the carpets
Okay.
and fish sauce. So yeah,
Kicking each
I'm
other in the
perfectly
crotch.
happy. I'm not even going to make you roll for this. Sentry,
good
it's
thing.
like you just like 1, 2. You put. I don't know if Sentry has laces, but metaphorically speaking, you put your laces through this lemur, and it just.
Makes an
goes-
RCBT noise.
We'll go with that, yeah. So you may have noticed thus far when things get kicked through the portal, it makes a kind of pleasing like thump noise. But when the lemur goes through, you hear a thump.
Maybe that was
And-
lemur for I'm okay. You should try.
I don't know.
Well, could everyone make me?
unfortunately, yeah.
Sorry, Karen.
Just as someone who speaks a lot of languages, that is not what that translated to at all. No.
I pull on the rope. I pull on the rope.
Okay. Dub, then make me a wisdom perception check.
All right.
Sorry, it's just I love being a player and seeing the panic in another DM's eyes of like
13.
Right, okay, hang on, I've got to figure this out.
You can. It's strange. You can. Like you're pulling on the rope, and you're definitely getting sort of feedback. But you know when you're pulling on something, almost like you're trying to haul something up a ledge, you can feel the rope kind of grating on an edge.
Oh, right.
You're getting a little bit of like, and you swear that when you pull, with each kind of,
When I pull.
you get a corresponding noise coming from the floor beneath. Like it's almost, you're standing on, it's a wooden floor, but there are quite broad slats. And you swear that the lemur is directly below you, because you can hear it kind of. I mean, it's not going whoa anymore, but it's never going to make that noise again, actually. But it's making other lemur-like noises.
Okay, I think plan kick ourselves through the portal is a bust. In any case, we would need to leave one person here because we can't all kick each other through. Can we?
That's true, yeah.
So I suggest we go back to plan A, play along with the scheme, and look around for.
We rig up a big foot made of boxes.
Oh, what is that?
Okay.
Wait,
Yes.
What is it? What is a kick?
Calculate the angle. Yeah.
Is a kick is a hit with a foot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if they send out all these goods to different worlds, they must have a way of changing where the portal goes, right? When they get an order through, they must send it somewhere.
Or the portal's the same, but it's reading something, some kind of
On the crates,
Varus
maybe.
code on the crate.
So maybe just kicking a naked lemur through it, it
Well, it's
couldn't
fine.
read the
He's a
details
fake lemur.
properly.
He's not real.
I
He's just
will
like
say-
magic.
Sorry. The noise you heard was mechanical in nature, not from the lemur, in case I didn't make that clear.
No, that was.
Okay.
sadly
So it's
Okay,
a mechanical lemur.
Dob, are you still holding
the
onto the
plot
rope?
thickens.
Yeah, I'm still holding onto the rope. Yeah.
Okay, something
Never
is
let
now
go of a
pulling
rope.
back on the rope.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Something's
Oh.
pulling.
I
I'm just
help
gonna
Dob with the rope. I help Dob.
No, no, no,
I'll
no.
help Corazon.
I wanna-
We'll form a chain.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shane.
Help me. All right,
Let's pull this mechanical lemur out and find out its robot secrets.
Maybe it's related to Sentry.
Oh, it could be yes. It could be another one of. It could be a guardian.
A little
An animal
construct.
guardian? Curious.
Got an animal guardian. This I've got to see. I pull harder.
Okay. Yeah, everyone make me a strength athletics check, please.
16.
Nat 20.
Oh, man, we
21.
rolled really well on our side of this table.
Yeah.
No, can I just bring that tone down, Mark? Okay.
Go on.
I rolled a natural 1 and I have -2, so that's a -1. Thank you.
What did Corazon and Dob get? Sorry, I missed it.
16.
21.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll. Rosemeadow's not helping. She's freaking out.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so Rosemeadow gets a wonderful shot of this, actually.
Okay.
Kind of, you're sort of side onto the portal, and you see everyone kind of like, go, 1, 2, 3, heave! And sure enough, you you regain the lemur. The lemur comes back through the portal. It looks absolutely terrified, and attached to it, flying very, very fast across the room, and I'm afraid directly into Nova's face,
Yeah.
is it's hard to tell because it's wearing so much protective clothing. It's wearing sort of like a long leather apron, like a blacksmith might wear, protective gloves, goggles and stuff. But you think it's a goblin, and it smashes into Nova, and sort of you just end up in a heap on the floor. And the lemur is kind of like, I mean, the lemur's having a terrible day, a terrible existence, you might say, but is like very much afraid of the little goblin.
I want to tackle the goblin.
Please, get this thing off of me! I can't see! I'm blind!
Okay. Make me a strength attack, please, Corazon.
Oh, 17. It's going well today. plus 1. 18.
Then you just pipped me. I rolled a 15. Yes, you managed to tackle this goblin to the floor. He's like, give off.
All right.
What were you doing with my lemur?
Yeah. What are you doing with Corazon Jr.?
The same thing I do with all the misdirected packages. It was going in the furnace.
The furnace.
You can't put a lemur in a furnace. I draw the line at kicking it through a mysterious portal.
I can if it's not addressed properly. Packages go through the portal. If they're not addressed properly, they end up in the floor below where we put them in the furnace.
I see.
What happens to packages that are addressed properly? Do they get magicked away, or is there another system or something?
Well, the portal sends them onto the local fulfillment castle, and then they get delivered on from there in van wagons.
So where's that?
The Van Wagon family.
Oh, you're familiar with them?
Yeah. I used to know Hector Van Wagen. He was an old university friend of mine.
Right. Can I go back to work now?
Yeah, I kicked him through the
Mr.
portal.
Goblin.
No.
Give us the lemur and I'll
No. We'll keep the lemur.
Let go of the lemur. Just a sec. How do you put the correct address on the package?
We're new. It's our first day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, you don't want this lemur. It's a robot.
I didn't know we sold mechanical lemur robots.
I know, it looks just like a real one.
Turns it upside down and shakes it violently.
It's amazing what they can do with mechanical lemurs these days.
It's very simple. If
Made
you
to
want
last
a
these
package
days.
to go to its... Did 200 really not explain this? If you want a parcel to go to its intended destination...
200's doing a real bad job.
You take the scroll, you tear off the items they want, lower that into the magic well, that comes up, and then the scrolls are self-adhesive. So what you do is you just you hock up a big one, and you just slap, and it goes on the crate, and then you kick the crate through the portal, and if you've done it right, it goes off, and if you haven't done it right, you make more work for me, like sending me a mechanical bleeding lemur.
That's
Well,
actually-
Bleeding as well. So realistic.
He just
That was a figure of
escaped.
speech.
He wasn't meant to go in the portal. He just sort of ran away from
Ran
his
away onto the end of a
father.
foot.
And I point at Corazon. He got excited, and he's supposed to be on his lead, and he just ran.
This lemur tied a rope around itself and went haywire.
Yeah, exactly.
Pardon me, madam. But number one, nothing goes through that portal unless it's been kicked. And number two, may I direct you to the footprint on this lemur's stomach?
Well, I think that was a misunderstanding. He's scurrying around. People are walking. It's very easy to accidentally kick a lemur when you're
Yeah.
It
busy.
is.
There's a
Lord
lot of
knows
foot
it is.
traffic up here. There's a lot of foot traffic. People
Yeah.
moving around.
Yeah. So it's not actually an item that was meant to be sent. This is
Right.
Easy
it's
mistake.
his son. And I point at Corazon again.
This is Corazon Jr. And I'll thank you to leave him alone.
He turns to you, he raises his goggles and says, "Sir, you are a terrible father. Now please, will somebody kick me through this portal so I can go back to work?"
I drop kick him hard through the portal.
Perfect, great.
In
I
the
was
face.
gonna ask him about the spit thing, but okay.
He called me a terrible father to my son, Lemur. Why am I supposed to let that stand? I say, cradling my beloved Lemur.
No, I think
Is
that's
it terrible
check.
parenting to kick the child through a portal?
Corazon, dex acrobatics just to see if you stick the landing.
Wait, but modifiers.
Wait, but.
That's a 7.
No, you do not stick the landing.
I'm beginning to think this isn't a dream.
You wind yourself quite profoundly on the floor, but as you kind of land and go, and then from below you hear, "Thank you."
I'm beginning to think this isn't a dream, I say to my mechanical lemur son.
We're on a sort of sort of processing distribution floor, right? So
Yes.
there must be somewhere a whiteboard. Can I walk to a whiteboard and take a pen and say, "All right, attention, everyone. I have concocted 2 plans to get us out of here.
Okay.
Here,
All right.
please
The first one is to
plan
work
face.
for 1,000 years.
choose your
Until
preferred.
we're
Oh wait, Oh no, now it's 3 plans. Okay, plan 1, we work for 1,000 years and return to our realms to find all of our loved ones long dead.
I'm not
Plan
feeling
2.
that one.
We've already done that
Okay, no one's
once.
feeling that one. All right, I rub it
And
off.
all our enemies long dead.
Ooh.
Some of our enemies
True,
are
it's
immortal.
true.
Yeah.
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 Survived. I won't rub it off the board, but just, we'll fine.
Just don't
all right,
underline
Let's
it.
put a pin in it,
Yeah.
and we'll save that one for
Plan-
later.
Plan number 2, we tear this whole sick organization down from the inside.
Hell yeah.
Like cool spies.
That sounds
Plan-
exciting.
Plan 3, we find a way to communicate with our friends from our own realms and get them to put an order in. Then we put ourselves in the boxes and get posted home ourselves, leaving the structure intact, but getting home to our respective realms.
we wouldn't have to get them to make an order, right? We could fake a order sticker somehow.
I think
Right.
Astro would have thought
that's
of
a
that.
good one.
Seems like a pretty smart hippo.
Well, we could find the machine that
we could-
makes them and just punch on the details ourselves.
That's true. Maybe if we could find that, maybe there must be some sort of machine that makes these scrolls somewhere. If these
Yes.
scrolls come through,
Yes.
We just have to
Yes.
follow the tube because they're coming out of the tube.
Yes.
we could
How
maybe
big is the
Corazon
tube?
Jr. can go through the tube and find out where they're being
What's
made.
the gauge of this tube?
7 feet.
Is it Lima gauge?
It's
7
7 feet.
feet.
7.
Yeah, 7
oh.
feet wide.
All right, summon 6 more lemurs and we'll send a fleet of them up.
We can fit, I
He's
can
the only-
fit
I
this-
can only that lemur is a one-time lemur. Eh? There's no more lemurs.
Be careful with the lemur, everyone.
Okay, stop kicking the lemur through things. Let's go in the
he
tube. Dob, I cast grease on anyone who
already-
wants it.
All right, yes, me, please.
All right,
Yeah.
I've cast grease on everyone
Grease me
who
up.
wants.
Yes.
I'm basically a grease
Sentry?
sprinkler.
Sentry, do you want to go? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can cast fly on people as well. Just the 2 of us.
You should have said that before the grace.
sorry.
You
Being
just seem so
embarrassed
taken
to
up
be on
grease, Claire.
Grease.
You just seem to like being greasy. I didn't want to cramp your style.
Well, that's because I can't fly, and I don't know anyone who can fly.
Dob, I insist. No, I've already cast the grease, and it would. Dob, we're going in the tube, greased.
I climb
Anyone
into
else
the
can fly if they want. Dob and I are going up the grease tube.
I climb into the stinking tube where presumably like scrolls are just pummeling me in the face the whole way down,
They are.
while everyone else in the party glides angelically upwards.
Yeah.
Keep going,
So is-
I think Sentry's joining you in the grease squad,
I'm
by
on
the way.
grease
You've got a
club.
giant
Alright.
8-foot greased
Okay.
metal woman behind you, kind of
Yeah.
pushing you along.
Okay, so
Thank
we've got
you.
Rosemeadow, Nova, and Corazon flying.
I'm a centaur. Can I even fit in this tube?
yeah.
There may be some sort of like. I mean, centaurs are joined at the hip, right? Like the human part is
Yeah.
joined to the horse part. So you can sort of just lean forward.
Right.
Turn yourself into a
like-
sort of centaur sausage.
Most horses
Slide
aren't
through.
7 foot tall from hoof to shoulder, right?
Okay.
How many
yeah.
foot in a hand? I
Who
reckon.
knows?
I mean, okay. I'll put it this way. It's going to be mildly
squeeze.
humiliating,
Yeah, that's fine.
but you can fit up this tube.
Okay. Sounds good. I will do that.
Okay.
Humiliate myself in an awkward, weird way. But
I'm
Rosemeadow
going
will
up the
knows.
tube also
Nice.
because of the grease. I already cast the grease. It would be a waste.
Someone
will
who's
help.
not going in, someone who's not already in a tube. Maybe like we should create a distraction so that it's not obvious to everyone else working on the floor, like the distribution floor, that we're sneaking out away.
Yeah.
You got.
I'm just confused as to who I'm casting fly on. I feel like I went to cast fly and then everyone's greasy, and that's very confusing.
I think you're the only one still outside.
I'm still outside. Okay, everyone's greasy and I'm still outside. Okay.
I poke my head out of the tube and say, "Nova, we need a distraction, quick!" And
Oh, okay.
I cough up a scroll.
Distraction.
You're good at those.
I'm really good at these, but I don't have the spell that I'm thinking of, Mark, because that's like 10 levels away.
Can I just cast dancing lights on the other side of the warehouse?
That works. Yeah.
When
Sure.
Corazon casts that, can I cast Major Image as well and create a giant? Let's see what the inspiration is. A giant mechanical lemur in that corner where the lights are, just like tearing stuff up, just like causing a kerfuffle.
Ruining stock.
But they're lit up by the dancing lights, so it kind of looks like, you know, in what is it, Fantasia, like with the shadows, where it looks like like really
Yes.
demonic,
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
yeah.
picturing a big
Wow.
Furby. I'm just gonna.
Yes, a giant Furby.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll absolutely distract everyone because it is perfectly terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But the dancing lights are
fact-
helping too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, are you
vital.
kidding?
So vital.
Yeah.
Throwing up
It
shadows.
wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cast grease and you cast fly. I cast dancing lights. You cast major. It's fine.
I mean, I will say, like,
Team.
it was an interesting move to say we're going to climb up a metal tunnel. I'll
Yeah.
grease myself.
Yes, I'm realizing that now I'm in the tube.
Yes, you are. Because
So it's going to be easy, Dob. Nothing worth having is easy, I say.
Push
As I
me,
push
Rose
him.
Meadow.
Sentry, you need Sentry for that, dude, not me.
Sentry, could I get a shove?
I
Because
try,
I'm greased. If you push me hard enough, I'll shoot right up to the top in one.
but then if I push you up, it'll push me backwards. So then I'll come back down,
yeah,
right?
you're
We should all like run and dive head first into the tube and see how far we can get just on the grease.
Yes. Like a cannon. Just
Yes.
go
Yeah.
straight
Alright,
forwards. Okay.
All right, sprint and like. In.
All right.
Superman, fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
sprint. Yeah,
Superman's a very
dive.
famous hero in our world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Ballad
yeah.
of Superman. Yeah, we know
Ballad
about
of
Yes. uh,
Yes,
So
Johnny.
effortlessly, I glide up the tube and emerge at the other end.
well, I would. Yeah, I would like some sort of check for this. You know what? It's your choice, either strength athletics or dex acrobatics, depending on how each of you is going up the tube.
Dexterously.
Dexterously and acrobatically, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nova.
10, Johnny.
Okay. Are you? And were you being punted up by Sentry?
Me, I think I was causing the distraction, so I don't know if I should stay behind
you
and
can
like
follow
be
behind.
Sorry.
on.
Yeah. No. Sorry. My
It's
went
very
on two different
confusing,
tangents
Johnny.
then.
Don't worry. I'm very.
So Nova,
There's tubes,
you
there's
see,
grease.
You see somebody from the production line look up. They're kind of just hauling up a magic basket, and they look up and see this terrifying giant mechanical lemur thing that's tastefully lit, tearing up the floor. And they go, and they walk over, just sort of plod over to a button and go and press it. There's no obvious noise or light. It appears to be, it's possibly some sort of silent alarm.
Oh.
And then they just go back to work.
That's fine. No one will hear
You
it.
hear a lot of commotion coming from the gantry above you. You hear the sound of 4 pairs of boots kind of crumping as they start to head toward a staircase that leads down to the factory floor. All of the workers on the production line are now getting very deliberately small.
Uh-oh.
And it's not an image format question, but I don't know if you're familiar with a GIF.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 foot tall, humanoid, hippo head, lots of guns. These are clearly like the elite guards of Astrobarn, and they are going down to quell whatever mechanical menace this is, which is to say they form a neat firing line, and they just start drilling like shots into this illusion of yours, which seems to be holding for now. They don't seem to have realized. They just think they're up against some sort of formidable foe. But it's safe to say your distraction has gone absolutely gangbusters. And
Love it.
with Corazon's help, of course.
Yeah, the dancing lights are probably what they're mostly shooting at.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just... Right. You get up... I'll
Yes,
cut you
John.
a deal. You get up the pipe. It's not graceful. It's not dignified.
But it is greaseful.
Everyone is now covered in probably bacon, hopefully bacon grease, given some of the other greases Corazon has produced over the years.
Such a dumb joke.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, that really got me.
You then spill out into a room where there are basically it's the top of the you've got the top of the I'm falling apart. Top of the tubes, the pipes that you've just fallen out of. There are people there on with desks and stacks of scroll paper and quills that have sort of like a little tube that runs to an enormous ink vat above them, so they never even have to pause to dip their quill. And each one of them has like a tiny little elemental sprite that is like whispering orders in their ear. And you see them just go like, write down what it is they want, and blah, 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 and then they just chuck with perfect accuracy the scroll into the pipe. One of the sort of the duos, the sort of sprite scribe duos, has stopped and is glaring at Dob because Dob, one of them hit you clean between the eyes as you came up, and they are just staring at you and pointing imperiously at the scroll on the floor.
Hey, I think we got a dodgy scroll here. Tube inspector. Hey, just doing a routine tube inspection.
What are you talking about? They hit you in the face. Put it in the tube.
I could put it in the tube, but let me tell you, buddy, you're going to be looking at backed up scrolls non-stop for the next 24 hours in there, because what I saw on my way up that tube, I did not like it. I saw rust. I saw wear and tear. I saw a breaking apart of the ribbage.
I pop out of the tube as well.
What did?
What's he got to say for himself then? What's
A giant metal woman.
Who's this? Are you an inspector?
Where's our centaur?
I'm a tube inspector. I'm inspecting this inspector to see he's doing a good job of inspecting.
It's my first day, and he's checking how I'm doing.
And this giant mechanical woman inspector is inspecting you, inspecting them?
I'm maintenance.
Yes.
I'm here to fix the problems they point
Don't
out.
be ridiculous.
Oh. Well, to be honest with you, none of this is my purview. I don't care what happens to the scrolls once I've thrown them into the tube.
See, that's why you should care.
Why?
See, scrolls are important. They're so important. You've got to take
Always said it.
care of your work. This is how stuff like this happens.
Stuff like what?
Like, have you seen in here?
No! I haven't left this
See?
desk in 12 minutes.
There's
Exactly.
some terrifying dancing lights over the other side of the warehouse.
Yeah,
That's the sort of thing it leads to.
exactly.
Well,
Excuse
you
me,
should send the
Sprite, what-
gifts after it.
It's unbelievable.
What's your name, Sprite?
Oh, the sprite?
No. Who am I talking to? Who's the-
The scroll, the scribe?
Yeah, the scribe. Sorry, scribe. Yes.
312?
312. I am assigning you to a team building workshop in 2 weeks' time.
I'm writing him up.
because-
I'm writing him up.
Come
Yeah, this
on.
attitude is not what we strive for.
312 disciplinary action. Just writing it all down in the notebook. Yeah.
You're going to get an extra 10 minutes for this.
I'd never let myself be dragged back to play yet more positive affirmation zip zap zop. You can't make me go.
Zip Zap Zop is a very potent spell.
All right, well, maybe you
call
could,
Surely we could come up with an alternate arrangement. You know.
maybe you could go
I
and
don't
talk.
want to alarm you, but I do appear to be stuck in the tube, and we do
Oh,
need to
right,
get the
right.
addresses on the scrolls.
All right, let's grab these 4 limbs and just.
All right.
We'll form a
Sentry,
chain
you grab-
again. Let's go.
Sentry, help me grab a hoof.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Sausage centaur.
Be back. I'll deal with you in a minute. 312.
You managed, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Just for calling it a sausage centaur and making that noise, I want to move past this moment so swiftly. It works. Disgustingly, Rose Meadow enters the room.
All right, 312. 312. You can make your case to them upstairs. All right, you go up there, and you wait until they call you in, and I've sent ahead. They'll know you're coming, and then you can make your case as to why you shouldn't go back to the Positive Affirmation Center. We will cover for you. We'll cover for you here.
Oh, now, hold on, boss. I may only be my first day, but I
What's
believe
this
you're...
insubordination?
Well, it's
Do you want to go
everyone's
to the
first
Positive
day.
Affirmation Center too?
No, but I do believe that in rare circumstances we're allowed to offer a alternative solution to problems like this. Am I right? an alternative solution, and I do the internationally recognized money sign to my.
You're absolutely wrong. You're demoted and sent to the positive affirmation center.
Well, hold on. No. Well, I want to know. Do you have a supervisor? Is the centaur your supervisor?
Yes.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
the
the
centaur's
supervisor
in charge
Rosemeadow.
of the division.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
she's a real
That's
hard
me.
horse. So.
He says we can cut a deal. He says we can't. What say you?
Well, there's old guidelines, old handbooks, I think, lots of misinformation going around, very, very
much, if you
different.
ask me.
So I think that what's going to be best
10
here,
bloody years I've been
acting
in
as
this
an
job.
independent party. What was that?
Waltz is in here. What?
436? Do you have something to say to me?
No.
I'm gonna this would be your third infraction. I
Write
think
him
that
up,
you need
Rosemeadow.
to step back for a second. You're having a bad influence on our new employee 4369, and maintenance is here, and that's caused all sorts of problems. So what we're gonna do is you there to what was your name again? And I point to the fella. Which number are you?
312.
12?
312. 312.
312. 212, 312, whatever 12 you are, you're going to just pretend that this didn't happen. You're going to ignore
Okay.
this, but we've got two urgent orders that need to be written out. We need scrolls for them immediately so that we can get this all moving back online. We're going to pretend that your infraction didn't happen. We're not going to cut any deals. We're just going to get things. Mr. Astro wants it all back in the tubes and back in line and on the way. Let's go.
That's why you're the boss, I say to Rosemeadow.
Tough
Thank
but
you,
fair. Tough but fair.
3649.
I'm sorry
yes,
for my
thank you.
earlier insubordination.
You should be.
I've been having
You'll pay for
problems
this
at home.
later.
I shouldn't bring it to work. I'm sorry.
You naughty boy. And I'll just sort of like slap him on like the shoulder, like.
Whoa,
Okay,
that's a workplace incident that everything stops.
You can, I
I'm
mean,
glad I'm just
firstly, you can have
maintenance.
inspiration for you're a naughty boy, but could I also get a charisma persuasion check from you, please?
Sure.
No.
I'm almost tempted to just charm monster this guy as well.
Okay.
And just be like, let's not roll dice.
I mean, I wouldn't be too afraid of my insight check there.
Okay. All right, let's just roll here. So with inspiration, that is a 17 is my highest total.
Yes, it's bigger than a 2.
It's bigger than
I don't
a 2.
know much,
yeah.
but I know that that's bigger than a 2.
Oh
All right.
boy, Mr. Astro just wants it. Everything ship shape. Let's get to it.
All right. Yeah. But tell you what. Well, you dictate the addresses to my sprite. The sprite will dictate the
Yes.
addresses in my ear, and then I'll write them down. See, we can work this out.
We can work it out. It's easy. This is fine. Naughty boy, you tell him one of the addresses. You wrote it down. That
Yep.
address.
Oh, let
that
me just
you
read
have.
it here. Yeah, it's the Joyful Damnation, the
Joyful.
Sea, Geth.
See.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's in on the sea. Yeah. 'Cause it's a-
And I've also got
Okay.
written down here that order is sort of extra bulky and is to be handled with care. If you could make sure that gets a fragile.
Very good.
Sticker.
What an excellent worker. Extra rations or pay or
yeah,
whatever
or
we
toilet
give you.
breaks.
Do we
Yep,
choose rations
absolutely.
or pay in this organization? Is that how it works?
Extra
We
toilet
get-
breaks for that
One of
worker.
those things.
we get neither. Next.
Maintenance robot, you have the
Yes.
other address.
I do. Yes. Okay. It's Arois.
Rowers.
Yes.
Sky City Horizon. Isn't that correct?
one?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Sky City Horizon. Yes.
Horizon.
Care
Yep.
of Mr. Lucius Elenasto.
Mm-hmm.
Extra bulky.
This is how you do an address.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
It'll be a heavy load.
Okay.
Very well remembered maintenance bot. Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
It's fine. We'll find someone powerful enough to kick it through, I'm sure. Heavy load. Do you have a preferred delivery date?
ASAP. Rush order on both of these as
Oh,
Yes.
fast as
Oh, yeah.
possible. Next day
they're a little bit
delivery.
delayed.
Astro Prime.
Astro Prime, right?
Oh, dog, we should have said
all right.
The Prime.
Geth Vegas. We could have had a weekend before rejoining the others.
We should have made a day of it.
Yeah.
If you think Geth Vegas is coming back as canon, you are wrong. Anyway, 312 goes, all right, just got to wait for the ink to dry on those. Well, that was easy. I mean, to be honest with you, you came up here and I thought, here we go, some people are trying to sneak off inside packages again, but this all seems to be above board.
What a ridiculous concept. Because, of
What a
course,
silly story.
the last time that happens, we all remember what happened, don't we?
We all remember, don't we?
And of course,
Yeah.
now we have those defense measures to make sure it never happens again. And what are those again? 312, remind me. This is part of the test.
Yeah.
Oh, it's basically anyone who catches people sneaking off and reports them so that they can be, sent to the incorrect packages bonus. They get a whole hour off at the end of the day. They get to go home early.
Really,
Yeah, but I obviously I don't suspect you lot.
No,
Otherwise,
of course not.
I'd be,
No.
I'd be,
Of course. Yeah.
I'd be saying, you seem strong. Let's form a secret union and smash this place to bits. But no, these are all above board. I don't need to snitch on anyone.
No one is saying
No one's
that,
getting
which is
emancipated from their working conditions today.
it's a
just
relief
another...
to you and me. 312. A couple more questions. This is just standard stuff now for the forum.
Routine.
Routine?
Boilerplate.
How long is your work commitment here?
Oh, well, I'm just a temp, so I took as many hours as they could give me.
Right. And how many hours
So,
did they give you?
17.
17. Gosh. And how many of those have you worked?
0.
0. Right. Gosh.
15 minutes.
And what did you buy to land yourself in here?
Oh no, I'm a temp. They hired me.
Oh,
So
right, they hired you. Right. Oh,
Yeah,
What do you
gosh,
get?
gosh.
I don't think I do.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it
a
was
good
a
deal.
very aggressive hiring campaign.
So I mean,
They,
you've been here 15 minutes, obviously working the old shoe leather. You get to know the place a little bit. What's the gossip around the office?
This is good for morale. Really good.
Yeah, little water cooler chat. It's
Yeah.
it's okay. That's allowed.
Okay, let's see.
Furiously scanning notes.
Scanning notes.
Who are the agitators? Who are the troublemakers?
Movers and shakers.
Any
Who's
office
dating
romances?
who? Yeah. What
Office
are
romance.
Astro's office romance? Yeah, I want to know office romances. I was going to say Astro's
Oh.
weaknesses, but cancel that. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know office romances.
Okay, well, you didn't get this from me, but I heard that 285 and 286. Apparently, they were on the same intake.
No.
Whoa.
Oh.
Love is in the air.
They're getting quite friendly. You know how. Normally someone says, "I've got a package. Can someone kick this package for me?" They always find a way to kick each other's packages.
Well, whatever they're into, that's fine.
That's their thing.
not our place to
No
judge.
judgments
All right,
here.
We're
we'll
not here
just
to
take
yuck any
these
yums.
labels and we'll be going.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks
these look
for your
great.
time.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Okay. Yep.
We really must get back to Nova. I'm pretty. Hopefully, the giant lemur thing hasn't caused too many problems.
Just before we carry on with this plan, a new plan has now suggested itself in that you get an hour off if you report someone who's trying to escape. We could put 2 people in a box at the claim they were trying to escape, and we'd get 2 hours off, and we'd be allowed to go home.
Yeah, but we wouldn't each get 2 hours off, surely. We'd have to
Okay,
put.
well, all right,
We'd have to put 10 people in
We
boxes.
get 10 people
10
in
people in
boxes.
Oh, and also that means they get sent to the furnace. I can't do that. You saw what happened. You saw what nearly happened to
true.
your son. You wouldn't wish that
Yeah.
on someone else.
Corazon, I was
So-
pretty sure you were going to say, I've now realised that we can't leave here without taking apart the whole damn system. Not, can we Can we send
No, I was
10
thinking
people
we
to a
could
furnace
put 10 people in the furnace and go home.
and escape legit?
Yeah. But obviously, now that I've seen all your faces, obviously that was a test.
That was a
I was
test.
testing.
Okay,
I was
okay.
testing. I was testing to see, and you passed. So well done.
Oh, good.
I suggest
Good
a morally horrible thing, and you all said no, and it was good. Well done. You're the kind of adventurers I can adventure with, and also you, and also Dob.
Let's get back to Nova, I say, and
okay.
slide into the
You
tube.
passed my morality test. All adventurers. Dob, you'll agree to this, won't you? That when we first started adventuring, I gave you a morality test.
Yes, Corazon.
Yeah, exactly.
I did.
So let's go on with our bold plan.
I slide down a tube.
Okay. The guards have basically they've stopped firing. Basically, they sort of come to realize that this horrible apparition in front of them is immune to bullets. So currently, they're just trying to gently kick it toward the portal and let it be someone else's problem by sending it to the furnace floor. But obviously, this thing is incorporeal, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is. I think as soon as they start touching it, they'll go through it. Yeah. So physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion, and it will pass through it. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're not the brightest sparks in the factory, so they are just they're trying to find the right angle to sort of boot it. They're just basically, you can see 4 hippo men just towing a giant shrieking Furby.
Kicking is a theme of this warehouse. I'm getting that. I'm getting that vibe.
It is.
Like kicking is the MO. Yeah. Okay. It's the theme here. I wanna ask Johnny. As a DM friend, while they're all having fun and doing their inspections and causing kind of moral quandaries upstairs. This is gonna be a big ask. But can Nova start a mild union and revolution downstairs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Roll to union.
Yeah, how are you going to start this union?
I imagine while I'm kind of ducked behind a crate, kind of controlling this giant angry mechanical lemur Furby, and maybe just moving it slightly so it kind of gets out of the way of the guards kicking it. I'm sort of just talking to 200 and anyone else who's nearby, and sort of just trying to get what is it that they how did they end up here? What are they like? What are they not like? If we all banded together, research says that we have the power of the people. They can't keep this place running if we work together and unionize. And the thing with unions is you get paperwork, and I am a scholar. I'm really good at paperwork. So I can put that and make it legal, and then the power's with us, and we can rise off and throw off the shackles of oppression and take this place by storm. And have a toilet break. Toilet break?
Yeah, make me a... how best to do this? I mean, I'm assuming you're kind of you're doing this in little pockets rather than
like
standing up on a...
giant
okay.
speech.
Yeah.
So could you just... I'll tell you what, make me a charisma persuasion check.
Ooh, I am very charismatic.
Perfect.
I rolled... a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okie dokie. I mean, that's certainly more than enough to get pretty, almost all of the floor on side. You had them at toilet break.
Yeah.
A few of them were toilet break, toilet break. I know this. Toilet,
where you relieve
toilet
yourself.
break.
Yeah. When your bladder is full and you need to go and pass water from orifices. That.
Yes. By God, yes! I want to do that again.
Yes.
How do we start?
Oh God. This is why. Sentry.
Simply climb into this box, I say.
Sentry comes sliding out of the pipe.
Clang! Sentry arrives on the factory floor.
Hi, Sentry. I don't know how your thing went, but I have maybe started a revolution and a union, and then I realized that I don't actually know how to be a leader, but you are a leader. You're a leader of Guardians, so you can take over now. Hi, Tag. You're it. Say hi to Sentry, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Sentry.
Hello.
Hi, Sentry.
Thank you for leading us into a bold new era of unionization.
We heard there'd be paperwork.
Yes. Nova can handle that. She can handle the
Okay.
paperwork. She's very good at that. Yes. We can work together and we can create a free new world for ourselves.
Oh my God, she's
Yes.
right. Sentry speaks for all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Praise be!
Okay.
Breaks for everyone! Breaks for everyone!
Yes,
Breaks for everyone!
I don't need to have a. Never mind. I don't. Yes, you all need breaks. Yes, I don't need breaks, but you all fine. How do we
We'll
start?
follow you to hell, I shout.
I start a chant of less toil, more toilet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Less
Okay,
toil.
we should start by
more
building
toilet.
toilets
Less-
now.
Toilet.
We need
more
to-
toilet.
toilet.
Do we have?
Toilets now.
Do we have spades?
Toilets now.
Toilets.
Toilets now.
Toilet. Toilet.
Toilets. I don't know what a toilet is.
2000.
Toilets. Toilets.
Say that quietly. They don't know that you don't have bodily function, Sentry. It's fine. I'll explain it to you later. I have diagrams. Don't worry. Just like
Let's all
with
go to the bathroom right now on the floor. I shout.
Okay.
It's a dirty protest.
Oh God.
Okay, we
I
need
was
to
about
build.
to say that. I was about to say some of the workers have started already, like tearing off bits of scroll and writing down toilet and just slowly dropping them into the magic well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This
okay.
is gonna be great.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So we should probably
What-
build a place to
what-
house this thing, right? This toilet thing.
Toilet barricade.
Toilet barricades.
Toilet barricade.
They've got those soldiers. We should barricade, give ourselves cover if they try and stop us. They try and tear us down.
Everyone write toilet on as many scrolls as you can. Pour them in the wells. We're going to need a whole wall of toilets.
right.
Except
Yes.
these two. These
Okay.
two we're gonna
Can
keep.
you hear the workers singing the song of toilet barricade?
Toilet.
go.
Toilet. How do you spell toilet? How do you spell it?
T O.
T
How do you spell toilet?
O Y.
T-O-Y.
Don't listen to,
L.
no, don't
L.
listen to
Y.
No, don't
Okay,
listen to Dog.
I-
Listen to Nova.
It's a T
listen
in
to
there,
Nova.
dog.
Okay.
Another one, 2 T's.
Okay. I just start putting misspelled
I am
toilets
interested
in
to
the
see
well.
what comes out from Sentry's misspelt toilet scroll.
Yeah.
A great dragon called Toilet or something.
Or eau de toilette. It's just some perfume.
You flood the entire factory with eau de toilette.
Smells like
There
dog.
are a few misfires. Yeah, there's some brackish pond water in tasteful bottles, as you say. There are
I'll take one of those.
a few toys. You get a couple of off-brand like turlets. You get some like flat pack outhouses that
Nice.
would look good in a swamp, maybe. But for the most part, you get serviceable toilets. They sell all kinds. There are chamber pots. There are like fully working flushing toilets.
Bidets.
Yes, bidets. Good. You really saved my ass then. I was like, I'm talking like there's going to be more to this list, but that's 3, and that's satisfying to the human mind. So you now have all the building blocks of a
barricade.
barricade. I am going to see if any of the guards have noticed this.
I've noticed that they're building an enormous toilet wall.
Okay.
I want to go ham on these
They-
gifts.
They've noticed that there are lots of toilets, but
Okay.
they're not up in arms yet. One of them kind of comes stomping over like,
I stand on top of the wall of toilets and shout, "Smash the cistern!" and kick a cistern at him.
Yeah, that's right.
Puns!
oh God.
We've
Okay.
peaked. We've peaked. Cancel it. Call it.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Hope everyone had a good time. Okay. Just make me a roll me just pure strength, Dob, for this,
All right.
please.
That's 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Smash
mean,
it.
it doesn't do any damage to the lead guard, but it does what you said. You smash a cistern over his face, and then you hear a really flat blaring klaxon. It's kind of goes. "Brrr." Union detected. Bah. Union detected.
Damn straight,
exactly.
Star Trek,
And-
Star Wars, sorry, Imperial alarm.
Yeah. What are you going to do
and
about it, Screws? I say. That's
Well,
right.
I think we're
we've
all going to roll
unionized.
for initiative.
Oh no, consequences.
Consequences to our actions.
Oh no.
19.
Okay.
12 for
19.
Rose Meadow.
12.
Sentry got a 2.
Wow, that's on brand. That's on brand for high rollers.
I got a 16.
Lovely. And the pirate says,
26.
Oh.
It's a roguey boy.
Some rakish audacity.
I'll say there is. Okay, here's the lay of the land. You are on a very well constructed barricade of toilets. I'm going to say that you artfully arranged a lot of the ones with sort of cisterns that sort of stand above the toilet to make sort of crenellations. So you will be able
parts that we can
Yes.
make into like
Sophisticated.
platforms.
There it is. You've got cover. There's sort of verticality to it. It does sort of slant down at the ends, so you've got flanks that you might need to protect. But currently there are 4 Astrobarn guards standing, looking up at this wall of toilets, confusedly, and one of them is covered in sort of dust from a smashed and flimsily made toilet cistern that just broke over his face. I realized I didn't roll for the crowd. There we go.
Oh.
That's where they are.
Nice.
So 13 for the Union.
How many are they?
Swarm
Sort
of Union.
roughly.
Union swarm.
Well, that's a good question. Let's find out.
How many innocents are we dragging into this nonsense?
12.
12.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
You've got 12 innocents.
All
Sorry. Union members. Corazon, we're starting with you.
All right. I shout, Union, to me! And then I would like to dash in and attack the dazed one who's been hit in the face with a toilet with my rapier, please.
I have in my head an image of Corazon surfing down this like pile of like toilets.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
like, you know, like a lid, like a toilet lid. And
On a
he
Yeah, I
toilet
surfs
detach
down
a
it with the
toilet
crowd.
lid and then stand on it,
Legolas style.
Yeah, Legolas style. Like,
Yes.
pulling
Only
cutlasses
counts
from
as
my back.
one.
I spin them and leap into action.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it.
Okay,
Let's have it.
make an attack roll. It's 15. Wait. Modifiers. 17.
Lovely. That's a hit. Please roll me damage.
Okay. Yeah, well, this will be sneak attack because I'm also using Rakish Audacity for this. So,
Rogue's gonna rogue.
who's good at adding?
Ugh.
say it out loud.
All right, a 6 plus 5, 1, 2, and 6.
13, 19.
19.
That was fast.
Sorry?
I said that was fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to
and
do
then
it a lot for the other guys. So.
Hi.
I will use. I'll use my bonus action to dash back into the crowd and sort of try and blend in.
So you yelled
myself
to
less of
me and then hit.
Use them
Yeah.
as a crowd.
Yeah, and then they're all going to
Oh my
surge
God.
past me, so I'm sort of hanging around. I'm lurking at the back of the
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah. Get him. Follow
Yeah.
Corazon.
Well, who did that? Someone at the front did something.
Absolutely incredible. Right. Dob, you're next. Try and do something
Okay.
less morally reprehensible, maybe.
I will. Who's after me in the initiative order? Johnny's my first question.
Nova comes directly after you.
Oh, hi.
Cool. Well, I'd like. I'm gonna whip out the loot from over the shoulder and cast Bardic Inspiration, which is going to give Nova advantage on her rolls on her turn. It's just just a sort of cheerful tune, like you can do it, Nova. You got this. And then I'm going to cast Shatter on the ground underneath the 4 guards, and are going to try and break the wooden floor and send them all into the furnace.
Oh.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
as many of them
sure.
as possible.
What's the radius on chatter? It's a single point, isn't it?
So full of questions, Johnny.
You're standing on a porcelain barricade, mate.
Always. With the questions.
With your little
always
questions.
with the particulars.
That's
the
DM secret.
The radius is 60
10
feet.
foot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
How many?
Yes. Range 60. Yeah, sorry. 10 foot. 10 foot.
10 foot
range.
radius.
Range is 60.
Okay.
Area is
All
10
right.
foot. Sphere. If it's important.
Sphere.
Components: a chip of mica. Do you need to know that, Johnny? Shall I break out a chip of mica?
One of these toilets must
When
be
I-
made of mica.
Yeah, we've got a fancy
When
one.
have I-
Yeah.
When have I ever asked for spell components?
I crumble
who
up a
does?
chip of mica. Okay. I want to
In
play
slow
nice in
motion
front of our
bullet
new
time.
friends.
In slow motion bullet time, I throw a chip of mica to Dob, who catches it out of the air.
I can't.
They saw through us an hour ago, Dom. Okay.
Yeah, look, I don't know what kind of show you think we run. We don't know spell components. Don't worry
no.
about
Okay,
it.
great.
Yeah.
Great.
Everything that has happened so far is very much in our wheelhouse.
Perfect. Thank
Alright.
God. Thank God.
So,
because I've not been. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Shatter.
What's your spell save DC, please?
It is somewhere on here. Don. Oh, 16. Sorry. No, 15. Should have stuck with 16. No, it's 15. Let's be real.
Okay. Alrighty. So 2 of them are only taking half damage, but 2 of them failed the save. So
Okay.
can you?
But it's the floor I'm trying to destroy. Any damage to them is just a bonus, I guess.
Well, roll damage, and
Alright.
we'll see. I mean, 3d8 thunder damage to a floor that's already been described as flimsy.
Well, I'm sending this baby out of a 4th level slot, and that is 28.
Yeah, I'm gonna go so far as to say that the floor is not in such a good shape. You blast a 10-foot
Okay.
hole in the floor. Let me just. So that's 1, 2, 28, 14. Okay. Absolutely not. Okay, 3 of the guards just immediately just like and drop through to the floor, where you hear a goblin go, "Oh bloody hell!" One of the guards is looking pretty frazzled, to be honest, like pretty shattered. Is kind of like grabbing on, like one forearm up on the floor, and he's got a hand on the other bit. He's sort of looking at you like, oh. He's just unhappy, basically.
Don't know what to
is
tell
what
you,
we've
mate.
got there.
Reinforce your floors.
Get OSHA.
Floor is the real murderer.
Should have ordered it, really. Through Astra.
Yeah. Should have ordered a new floor.
Yeah.
Don't know what to tell you.
No sympathy.
He goes,
Shop local, mate. Better quality.
Yeah. Rosemeadow could have set you up with a pretty good floor.
I've got
local
I know
vegan
loads of good
craft.
carpenters.
Yeah,
Vegan
yeah.
floor as well.
Vegan floor. Vegan,
Would have
vegan, rose infused wood.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly. Some sort of.
In fact, do you know,
Some
we'll
sort
add
of
that
matted
to the
weave.
union notes. You know,
Yeah.
better
New
floor,
floor.
reinforced
Yeah, new
floors.
floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nova, it is your turn now. So you can either spend your turn doing that or just bank that for later
You
to
can
add to
I'll
the
bank
union
that
notes.
for
Work on the
later.
contract.
I'll work that in the contract later.
Okay.
So 3 of the guards have fallen through, and is there like one left on the top, or is that the one
There's
that's
one
just
kind
kind
of-
of yeah? So I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
he's sort of just hanging on.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of a classic. First of all, I'm going to Hexblade curse him. Secondly, I'm going to Eldritch blast him. And bye.
It's the wombo combo.
Yeah, wombo combo.
Absolutely delicious.
Say the
So-
line part.
Mufasa
Say the
protocol.
line. The warlock's going to Eldritch blast. I haven't
Yay!
used Bardic Inspiration in forever. What does it do?
I think it just means when you roll your attack, you roll twice and take the highest result. I think it just means you roll with advantage.
I will roll again. I rolled a 15 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Great. That'll do it.
That'll do.
That'll do.
And
It'll do.
with Hexblade Curse, that is 11 points of force damage on my first beam. I have a
Delicious.
Yeah.
I should say I got Bardic Inspiration wrong. You add 1d8, but I think that would actually be probably statistically roughly the same. So. Sorry, rules lawyers.
It's all right. They clocked it 20 minutes ago. It's fine. Okay.
There's already comments, Luke. You can't change the bar.
None of them are watching anymore.
Guidelines.
Oh,
They're just
sorry,
guidelines.
This guy doesn't know how Bardic Inspiration works. How dare he?
Sorry.
Okay, so, 11 points of damage. Got it.
Okay, and my second
And then-
beam, I rolled a 24 to hit. Ooh, and a 10. I rolled 10 points, plus 5, 20 points of force damage on the second one.
Okay.
Spicy.
How does your sort of... Okay, so you absolutely, move faster this guy off the ledge. He's not dead, but he's certainly having a terrible time.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? How does your magic sword manifest?
So all of Nova's magic comes through Tiangong, which is this sentient sword that she has. So she'll kind of wield it out, point, kind of maybe a little bit of fussy, kind of like, if I actually angle this exactly this way, thinking about the geometry, okay. And then this kind of blue and gold light just kind of streaks out from the end of Tiangong, and these bolts just blast out and strike this poor guard that didn't want to join my union. That's what happens. You don't join my union, into the pit.
Get
Into
blast.
the pit.
Oh no, it's one of those unions. No scab. All right, well he's been blasted into the pit. All right. He lives. You hear a tremendous whumph come out of his lungs as he sort of lands, presumably on top of one of the other guards.
Mm-hmm.
There's just sort of a little pile of them now. If you sort of look over the whole, they're sort of all there, they're going to try and get up on their turn. But right now they're doing terribly, and a goblin is gamely grabbing one of them by the foot and trying to pull him into a furnace.
Yeah.
Because
That's what you do.
you're on the wrong floor if you want to not be dragged into a furnace by a goblin.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Rosemeadow.
It says right there on the sign.
Cool.
Oh wait, hang on a minute. We'll do Rosemeadow and then we'll do the union workers because
you can take the union workers. I don't mind. I'm trying to debate what I was going to do. If you had an idea for the union workers, by all means.
I was actually going to ask what everyone wants to do with the union workers.
Oh, I see.
Protect them.
Yeah, I think Rosemeadow would kind of probably be like, "Get back, everyone! Get back! We'll deal with these brutes."
Or-
and then
They could sweep up the monsters and all run into the furnace with them together, sacrificing themselves.
that's
I'm gonna say
Corazon's idea.
That's
I
just
put
an
these both
idea.
on a whiteboard.
Maybe if Ayla was here, but no.
Clean up any
Yeah.
loose ends. Just like that.
Yeah.
Just finish them all off.
Yeah.
Oh.
No
So,
witnesses.
Either
No
they
witnesses.
carry on providing a 12-person human shield for Corazon,
Oh, yeah, point.
or they sacrifice themselves to take out the guards and buy Corazon his freedom.
Yeah. So both are good options, is what you're saying.
Should we say maintain human shield?
Maintain human shield for Corazon, yeah.
Yeah,
Well
I think
done,
that's
everyone.
We've got to
good.
protect
passed.
Corazon.
You passed my test.
You probably passed another test. Man, this guy, so many tests.
So many.
So many tests.
Yeah.
Okay, Rosemeadow, how are we looking?
Yeah, I am gonna. So she calls out, just like, "We'll deal with these brutes," and I'm gonna gallop to the edge of the pit. And I'm gonna look in, and in Disney princess fashion, you get a proper sort of and then I'm gonna cast plant growth to fill the space with all vines and plants to try and grab onto them and make it all difficult terrain and basically lock them down into this pit. Basically, you just get a proper
delicious.
kind of thing.
Yeah, lovely.
Obviously, I can't do it the way that she would.
I liked it.
Thanks.
So, what
If I
spells
was
is
a
he on,
little
sorry?
bird, I would land on your back.
Oh, thank you very much. That'd be lovely. This is plant growth.
Plant growth,
and if you cast the spell using one action, choose a point within range. Oh, this is all normal plants. Maybe I don't do that then, because there's no plants down there. Instead, I will cast. This is a bit more painful. I'm going to retcon that. So she goes up and she looks down and says, like, "Screw your stupid company. I'm an independent trader." And I'm going to slam my hoof down and cast Erupting Earth at 4th level within the space, which is a 20-foot cube. And I want to hit all of the guards.
It's badass.
I dare say it will, yeah. 20-foot cube. What's your spell save DC?
Saving throw. And my spell save DC is 15.
Okay. Alrighty. Hippo men, famously dexterous.
With all the grace of a hippo.
That is a natural 1.
Lovely.
That is a 12. That is a 4. And that is a 5.
Marvelous.
That's gone well, I'd say.
At 4th level, this is going to be 4d12 bludgeoning damage, and the area becomes difficult terrain, basically. They get buried under loads of rocks and garbage that gets broken up.
It's going to be covered in dead hippo, man.
How's that goblin doing down there?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's not worry about him. So it's going to be...
Oh, fine. When I want to throw 12 people in a furnace, everyone's in.
It's going to be 32 points of bludgeoning damage to all of them down there as I slam my hoof down and then all these rocks like fall on top of them.
32.
Amazing.
That is. So, let's see how many hit points does a goblin have? The goblin died like 7. The goblin died like 5 times over, yeah. The goblin is just kind of carried up on a plinth that just kind of squashes him against the ceiling. But
that's for trying to kill my lemur.
He is a martyr to our cause.
3 of the guards are dead.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah. 32
We fight
points
on
of damage.
in the goblin's name, I say to the assembled union workers.
Don't let his sacrifice be in vain.
None of you saw exactly how he died, right? Good. Don't let his sacrifice be in vain.
His brave sacrifice.
Corazon, from inside of 12-person huddle, you just hear, what are they shouting about? Did that goblin die? Why are they saying? Why are they asking if we saw that? Is everything all right?
Yeah, the goblin threw himself on them because he
himself
believed.
on the gears.
He believed
the machine is too odious.
He said, "Smash my body with the gears, but you will never break my spirit."
Oh God!
Did we have to tell
that's
Astro
noble,
the big
but you'd
hippo?
never catch me doing that. Absolutely not.
Well, you might be expected to do it. I mean, I'm losing sympathy for these union. All right, no, right.
Inside voice. Inside voice.
Inside voice. Yeah.
So yeah, basically, like, Rosemeadow, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the famous folk game of ravenous
Rhinos.
gifs. Ravenous rhinos, very good. But it's kind of like you're watching a game of that, but the gifs are the marbles, and the stone that you've conjured, that's the ravenous rhinos, because they're kind of just smashed to bits.
There's definitely a moment where she's just sort of like cackling madly.
Incredible.
This has unlocked something. This has unlocked a dangerous side. This is the raw power of nature unlocked, unleashed.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. I mean, we all knew we were going to come out of this changed, but I'm not sure this is what we had in mind. All right, well, that's certainly Rosemedow's go. Let's see how what's this gift going to try and do? He's just going to get up.
He's just going to get up. He's going to go to work.
He's going to pretend none of this ever happened.
He's going to get up. He's going to go through about 10 seconds of movement, and then he's going to reset.
Yeah.
He's I should do that disadvantage. What's your armor class, please, Rosemeadow?
A whopping 12. That's what you get when you have no dexterity.
And you are also a centaur. So
I am.
You know, a fairly good target for a well-drilled Astrobarn employee who pulls a musket and manages to. He gets
Your
through
metal
your
stick
AC.
won't help you.
Oh no, it shoots!
He does 6 points of piercing damage with his musket.
That's scorn.
Six damage.
He shoots and then kind of goes. He seems
You get, like, the,
confused that you're
cut
still
on the cheek.
standing.
That was kind of the extent of what I've got.
He now looks quite scared. Sentry,
Hello.
hello.
Is it okay if I use a homebrew item?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Yes.
I think we could all use a drink.
I've got something called a a flame lance. So it shoots
Enjoy,
out
lads, enjoy.
It shoots out a column of 30-foot long by 5-foot wide fire from my arm.
It's like a Mandalorian style flamethrower laser beam, basically.
What? I want
Nova
one of
attached
those.
it to her. No, Nova attached it
it's
to her.
attached
and,
to my
like, yeah,
arm, so it's like a physical
Wow.
part of my arm.
welded on. Mm-hmm.
Can I flame this last gift?
Yes, I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so this requires a dex saving throw. You have to pass a DC
Okay.
13.
This is going to smell amazing.
I did not.
Okay.
No, that was 11.
Okay, so
Gonna roast up this hippo
that
good.
is a 3d10 of fire damage.
Okay.
I rolled really badly.
That's-
That's a 7 total damage.
Oh.
Oh. Actually still alive.
Oh.
Incredible. I mean, he's not
Surrender
well.
to the
He
Union.
lives, but not well.
He's kind of just standing there feeling very sorry for himself and crisping up quite nicely, actually. So
And I took 5 damage.
it does in fairness smell amazing.
Smells better than Dob.
Smells better than Tom.
Most things do, yeah. And incredibly, we've actually managed to start a second combat round.
Oh, here we go.
Corazon, you're currently stuck in a
kill,
huddle
steal
of 12
Corazon.
people. Here we
Sweet.
go.
Yeah. I'd like to
Out of
burst,
my way,
burst
plebs.
excitedly from the crowd and say, "Stand
Okay.
aside! Your union representative is here."
I rolled a 12. I rolled a d12 to see how many of them you injured by throwing them aside, and I rolled a 12. You explode out of them like a birthday cake. Several of them sprain ankles. More than one of them have a nasty knock on the head as they go down.
Good job they've got a union. That should,
Yeah.
Sort that out.
yeah.
It's time
Right,
for
let me-
workers' comp.
Let me finish this hippo off. So I'm going to hit
Okay.
it with my sword and then kill it.
Okay. Any
Oh, hell
particular bit
yes.
of the sword? Because it sounds like you're just planning on swatting it like a fly.
I guess the sharp end.
Oh.
Pointy end.
That's 18.
Is it still down in
on
the
attack
hole?
roll.
Johnny.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yes, still down in the hole.
Okay. Well, I'm going down there and killing it. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Obviously.
Okay.
no one's trying to interfere with the go in a hole and kill the hippo plan, Corazon.
We're all on board with going in a hole and killing a hippo.
Yeah. At this
do
point,
you,
Dom,
man.
look, your hands are clean.
Yeah.
The rest of us, we got blood on them. Okay.
That's 15 points of damage.
Yes, well, that's certainly more than 7. So,
Yeah.
how does this partially cooked hippo person die?
I look around to make sure everyone's watching, and then I raise the sword and I say, "For the Union!" And then I turn to the hippo and I say, "It's pronounced Jiff," and I jam the sword through his head.
Oh no.
You see,
When the glasses come off, you know you've done it to the DM.
yeah, we
when he
haven't
does
managed that.
That's
Yeah.
the point.
We
I know
haven't
that
managed that
point
with you,
so
Mark.
well.
it's
You do
easier
that
for
to
me to count the
every
sessions
week
the
you do that
glasses
to
have
me.
stayed on. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Your cruel masters are dead! Long live the workers, I shout. And as your new king of the workers, I promise you.
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
no, no, that's not how a union.
No king of the
Corazon.
no king
there's
of the
no
workers.
king.
'Cause-
No. There's a union rep. You could be the union rep. Do you want to
Right,
be
yeah,
union
that's. No, it sounds like a lot of work. All right, let's
Okay.
just get into these boxes and go home.
We have given you the greatest gift, a fair and well-organized workers' union, but we need a gift from you in exchange, folks. We need you to tape us up in these boxes and kick us real hard through the portal and to not ask any questions about why.
We will take this gift to other lands and free the workers of those places so they can rise up and seize the means of production. And as your emperor of workers, is that? I look to the others. No,
Union,
not emperor.
No.
Fine. Anyway, we're off to do good things. So help us with it. Thank you.
I will, Rosemeadow will go up to all the workers, and I will conjure multitude castings of Goodberry and just be like, all right, well, now you get your first official break time. Here you go. Here's a little berry. No, one each. Don't eat too many. One each. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Yay! Yay, freedom!
They are having a wonderful time. They are eating the good berry of proper workers' rights.
Yeah.
Don't use the barricade again. It's no longer fit for defensive purposes. But it's found a purpose. And they're eagerly dragging over some of their extra big rush order crates for you all to get into. You notice that rather a lot of them are crowding around one particular crate with a sort of gleam in their eye. But it's probably not worth thinking about too hard.
Okay.
Are we all just gonna get in the crate?
No,
Sure.
we're gonna have a great big hug first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, that's definitely on the Century and Rosemeadow and Dob definitely will be pulling everyone in. I can
They're
imagine sort
huggers.
of like
Yeah.
we're huggers. Yeah.
Well, strangers, we've had quite the adventure here in my dream. I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
It was a
Thanks for
wonderful
coming.
dream. I had a
I
wonderful
feel like
time.
I feel like there must be like something we should exchange items
Yeah.
or something to take back to our respective worlds,
I have.
so that we'll always know that this wasn't a dream.
I have
Yeah.
some flowers. Would you like a flower? And just start pulling flowers out of her hair, like a little vine hair.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, I know the
Thank
Another
you.
one
perfect
for
thing.
you, Corazon.
For Corazon, you have such luscious long locks.
Thank
Here is
you.
a wonderful shampoo and conditioner set.
Oh,
it's made
amazing.
from jasmine lilies and all sorts of things. It'll be wonderful for that hair. Absolutely marvelous.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
And Dob, here is a lovely little herbal remedy for your pond water. That should give you a nice kind of cleansing exfoliant on your skin.
thanks, Rosemeadow. And you know what? Seeing as you were so fond of my unique scent, well, I take off my shirt and give it to Rosemeadow.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
you all intellectual property rights to that smell are yours in your realm, Rosemeadow.
Aww.
Thank
And
you
I've
very
bottled up some of my grease for you all to take home.
Like a little olive oil souvenir.
Exactly.
Here. Nova pulls out two kind of thick wads of paper, hands them over. Here's my paper on the theory of quantum mechanics. In this one, I talk about quantum field theory. And this one, I argue the case that the Q continuum can exist on 4 parallax universes. Here, it's my best work. It's my best work. There you go.
I can't wait to read it, I say.
Thank you. I worked really hard on it.
So lovely to meet people from other worlds. Oh,
many
well,
shapes.
if you ever get a chance to come and visit us in Erois, you absolutely must. We have
And
sky cities and evil empires trying to take everything over. It's very exciting.
There's a
lot
big
going
red
on.
star that's going to eat everything. It's great.
Oh, wow, that sounds cool. Yeah, you're welcome in Geth. We live either in a boat or a haunted mansion. So you're welcome in either.
Oh,
You're welcome to
haunted
come by.
mansion.
Yeah,
I
stop
like
by.
haunted
It's
mansions.
great.
Sounds amazing.
I fold the quantum mechanics away and pop them in my bag, and I put Sentry's flower on my hip, and that's canonically there forever, or until my hips get cut off,
Aw.
and I climb into a box.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So everyone gets sort of lovingly and helpfully sort of packed into the box, and sort of they put some wadding sort of around you, Rosemeadow, Nova, and Sentry.
Yeah, mainly between Sentry and me and Nova. Like we need a barrier.
They kind of they put you on one of those machines, Sentry, that just has a roll, and they just like spin you around. So you go into the box slightly dizzy, but well protected.
You know the thing that you put a Christmas tree through.
Yeah.
Just bubble wrap.
Yeah, ever so gently. Rosemeadow, Nova, and Sentry, your box is put through first, and it's you kind of hear the kind of shoof as you're pushed across the floor.
Kicked.
And then very gently with a toe, they poke you over the line.
Yes.
They spend 20 minutes kicking the other one around the room to make sure that the pirate leaves hurting.
It's nice being
before
guests.
they finally condescend to boot it through the portal and back into whatever nightmare, horrible grease pond realm they crawled out of. Finally,
Post credits.
oh no, sorry, I meant as in like after, and finally, there's a proper union at Astrobarn, a horrible place to work.
A horrible place to work.
We did good today. We did good today.
You did good.
We did it.
Amazing. Thank you for the excellent game.
We did some real good today, folks. Oh God,
Yeah.
who had the monkey?
Oh, Corazon can, maybe Corazon Jr.
Corazon Junior, why?
It can be wherever you like. You can both have him.
There you go, Andy. Look, 3 rules to get a free lemur pet.
Yeah, got a
Oh,
ship's,
nice.
got a ship's lemur. Brilliant. Thank you, Johnny.
There we
That
go.
was great.
No, my pleasure. It was.
Thank you
it
so
was.
much.
That was nerve-wracking, but also it was wonderful smashing two things together finally and getting to do this with you all. So
So much fun.
thanks so much to everyone and
Absolutely.
for everyone watching at home.
Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, and
yeah.
it was great to dismantle Fantasy Astro Prime or Astro Services. Yeah.
But that's all that the Oxventure has for D&D Celebration, but that's not true of High Rollers, is it? Plug away.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah. So later today, I will be GMing not for High Rollers, but for the other D&D show I do, Knights of Evening Star. That is at 9 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. PST, where me and the Knights of Evening Star crew will be basically kicking off what's going to be our next season with a special little one-shot. So you can come and check that out with guest Kate Welch, who's going to be joining us. And then, Kim, you're doing something on Sunday rather than our normal High Rollers game, aren't you? So we're going to be hosting that. Tell us about that.
So 10 a.m. PD time, PDT, America time, part of America time, 10 a.m. that time. On Sunday, I'll be joining DM Jeremy Cobb, who is the host of 3 Black Halflings, and we are going to be playing Outlaws and Obelisks, the Slowdown Showdown, where I am going to be reviving one of my characters, Shadow Beyond the Veil. And I think that's, what time is that? That's 6 p.m. BST.
6 p.m. UK time.
English,
Yeah.
the times. Yeah, I know times.
Yep. Time.
Time.
Wibbly wobbly time.
All right.
That's it.
Speaking
Thank
of
you.
time,
Thank
I
you for
think
letting us
Speaking
talk
of
about
time,
it.
I've had a lovely one. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah,
No,
thank
thank
you
you.
so
It's
much.
been
It
really
was great
funny.
fun.
So many good jokes. Man, that grease, the greasefulness
That
joke
got
really
me.
got me.
Yeah, that was
That,
good.
that got me
My
hard.
cheeks
Good job.
hurt. My cheeks hurt from laughing.
So much fun.
We have to go now, but thank
Yeah.
you all so much for watching, and we will catch you very soon.
Have a good rest of the weekend. Have fun.